Hey guys, what's up? TechLashPerkowski here, and today we're going to do a review of the Audio-Technica ATH Sport 3s, also known as the Sonic Sport 3s. Okay, so you were probably wondering about what Sonic Sport means. I mean, Sonic's fast, and I like sports, but how does that apply to a pair of earbuds? These are Audio-Technica's mid-range solution to the sport earbud craze. To start off, you have IPX5 waterproof rating, which means that after a long, difficult workout, you can wash them off and get all that sweat and grime off of them to give yourself a nice fresh start in the next workout. To get it straight, you can't swim with these things, but you can definitely go out in the rain without being too scared. To go to the more of the technical specs, they have 10mm drivers, a frequency response of 15 to 25,000 Hz. They have an impedance of 102 ohms and weigh only 9.5 grams. Now to some of the more consumer comforts. To start, as a material on the top of the cable that is flexible but stays where you want it. They also have special ear tips that are ridged in such a way that they let some noise in. That way, if you're running, you can hear things like a siren or a car beeping. Those come in small, medium, and large, but they also have normal silicone bits in extra small, small, medium, and large, which I think is a nice touch. To finish this segment up, it also has an awesome little case that is well made and protects them enough to where I would never be worried about throwing them into my bag. Okay, so you got a little bit of an overview. Now let's get to a little bit of a test. So this is the start of the obligatory handstand test. As you can see, they stayed on fine. I think I'm going to make this standard for any headphone review that are sports, so here you go. So you got a little technical overview, you got a little bit of a demonstration, but you do not know how I feel about them yet. And that's what this segment's about. So let's start with pros. First pro is price. It's around the 45 pounds, like $60 range, so decently affordable. I'd say that's probably mid-range in the earbud range of things, and I think it's a big sweet spot for how much people are willing to pay for earbuds. I feel like for a pair of full-length headphones, like over ears or even on ears, people are willing to spend a lot more than just for little tiny earbuds, not even just because they think, oh yeah, these probably don't sound as great, but also because those are a little more versatile in the studio sense. Like, I'm not going to be wearing these when I'm at home, so some people may look at it that way, but honestly, I would definitely spend $100 on these. So the next thing is sound quality. I mean, Audio-Technica is known for their sound, so when I got these headphones, I wasn't expecting them to sound like a bunch of tin cans running against the wall. I mean, these things sound beautiful. So the first thing I look for is Soundstage, because I feel like that really shows how well built and tuned a pair of earbuds are, and this is where these things shine. They have an open back design, I guess you can call it, with a little vent on the side, and I don't know why, I don't know if that's why the Soundstage is so good, but the Soundstage is great. I mean, I am a big fan of Soundstage. That's like one of the biggest things I look for in headphones. I use open back headphones. I hate closed back headphones, and these really have a nice soundstage. So that alone would bring me over the edge for sound quality. I mean, they have nice bass, nice treble, the lows, the mids, the highs, it's all pretty balanced. It's a pretty flat frequency response, but overall it sounds great. I love them. I'm going to continue to use these things because they sound great, and yeah, that's about it for sounds. The third thing is ear tips. I mean, I've gotten expensive earbuds in the past, like the Jaybird Spirits or the Sony noise-canceling earbuds I had when I was little. I mean, they were alright, but none of them actually had ear tips that really fit well in my ear. And Audio-Technica included extra small ear tips, which I actually had a pair from when I actually bought them to test with my old Sony ones, and they worked, but they were just not comfortable, and so I never used these things. But the Audio-Technica ear tips are awesome. They included extra small, which is a really nice touch. They also have these ridge design ones, which really do work. I tried them out at my gymnastics meet yesterday to see whether they let in just enough noise, but they didn't ruin your sound, and I can verify they sound awesome even with these little ridged ear tips on, and that's why actually I'm going to keep these ridged ear tips on, because I like hearing the rest of my world. I don't like being closed off to just my little music world. I like to be here when someone's trying to talk to me, when there's a siren in front of me, when I'm about to get hit by a car. I'd like to know. So, yeah, these definitely achieve it. So earbuds, A+ for Audio-Technica on the actual ear tips themselves. And that feeds right into the fact that these things are comfortable. I was wearing them when I was about to go to sleep. I was actually watching a stream on Twitch, you know, because I got to test everything about these to make sure that there's no, like, big problems. And I was like, holy crap, I can lay down on top of them and they don't hurt me. These things are comfy. And I mean, I think that's great because when you're working out, you don't want to be like, ow, my ear tips kind of hurt, you know, like, no. And I think that's great because when you're working out, I mean, you're focusing on your workout, you gotta focus on the tune, you gotta focus on the beat. You wanna, like, I know when I work out, I actually will do my reps to the bass. Like, I know there's probably a lot of people who do stuff like that, so the fact that these don't hurt when you're doing that really makes your workout that much better. And they stay on. I'm sure you saw in my handstand test that these things don't fall off, and that's awesome because there's nothing worse than when you're running around with headphones on and then they go, oops. And it's like, oh, you're running, doing a mile, and you're just like, oh yeah, I gotta get my headphones back on. You're still running. I've done it in gym class. Believe me, I am experienced, and it's not fun. So the fact that these have the little clips and that morph around to your ear really is awesome. Another awesome thing is the weight. I've had heavy earbuds in the past, and with like heavy cables for the up-down arrows and stuff like that. So the fact that they didn't include that, which I actually think is a pro, and the fact that these things only weigh, I think, 10 ounces, I mean, it's a no-brainer. These things are awesome. And lastly, the case. The case is awesome. That's all I have to say. It's a really awesome little case. I love it. It's tiny. It's not over-intrusive. I can throw it in my bag. I'm not worried about it. And it looks fine. Okay, so now for the cons. Or shall I say con? I wasn't a big fan of this cable, actually. In fact, they kind of bragged about this cable and everything. I mean, it's really small. I mean, it feels like it's going to hold up. But I don't like small cables, because even though I'm pretty sure Audio-Technica has good quality control, I feel like this thing is going to rip. And I can repair it. I'm experienced electrically enough to repair these if they do break, but I mean, I don't even want that in my head. I feel like that's the only thing that really worries me about the build quality of these cables. Now, they actually bragged about how they, like, they're tangle free, and they don't tangle terribly. I think they do tangle up a little bit. So yeah, cable I wasn't really that impressed with. I would have actually liked a little extra weight on a thicker cable. Some people probably will disagree. Working out, I can see why they chose a thinner cable design, and they chose the type of design where this goes behind your head, so it's like that. So I guess the thinner cable was a design choice that they decided was a better idea, but I have to disagree, and I would have preferred a much thicker cable. Okay, so I only had one con. I had a crap ton of pros. I rave about these things. I was raving about them last night on streams. I was tweeting them out. I love these things. I've had nice earbuds in the past. None even come close to them. They're right in the sweet spot where I'd feel comfortable working out with them, because if I was wearing a 300 pair of earbuds and they fell off and I ran over them or broke them, I'd be really pissed. These, I'd be pissed, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, and I'd probably buy another pair. So that's about it. If you have $50 and you need a pair of earbuds, then look no further. These are versatile. You can use them with or without working out, transmuting around. Don't even think that's a word, but who cares? I mean, these things really did surprise me. I was expecting sound quality. I was expecting build quality because of the price range, but I got something a lot more premium than what I expected. So the link will be down in the description to buy them. Thanks to Audio-Technica for sending these over for a review. It's really awesome that companies are still supporting me through this time of transition. I'm sure you noticed all my videos have been deleted, even the ones that I were re-uploading, because I figured, you know what, fresh start. A lot of you guys have been telling me to either do a fresh start or delete all the videos and re-upload them, whatever. And I decided to go for the fresh start. So it's the first video that's going to stay up, and I really thank Audio-Technica for, supporting me. So go buy these things, guys. Support the companies that help me, because that means that they really care about the community. Anyway, guys, catch you on the next one.